Hi everyone, Janine Goodall, Doctor of the Soul, Creativity Monday time, and yes, this week I have another very important poem for you. Very famous poem. It's by Maya Angelou called The Caged Bird. And I offer a series of poems now in January to motivate you to be creative in the world. Last week we heard from Martha Graham. This week, Maya Angelou, and she writes, "A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom." This is one of the most powerful poems I am aware of. And, there are a lot of things that cage us. In Maya Angelou's case, the extraordinary racism that she and still so many of the people in the United States certainly live with. I want to speak to an aspect of this poem that for me, because I very many decades of my life felt like the caged bird, dreaming of something different, but somehow just stuck. And I had an experience, I think it was in 2019, in September of 2019, and I was in a business conference, and we were doing this guided meditation, and the leader asked us to think of a belief that stops us in our business. And I was like, oh, nothing's stopping me. And then I had to just stop for a second and just ask the question, and up immediately came. And get this is what came. The belief that if I really went for my artistry and my business, and they're very, very much linked, as you all know who follow me, if I really went for it, I would abandon my children. And as soon as I thought it, consciously, I went, oh, no. But I know enough to not stop a process when it, when stuff bubbles up. It's like, okay, pay attention. Don't immediately push it down again. And I started to imagine my life going forward, holding on to that belief. And what I imagined in my meditative journey was me in my grave with my 2 children crying over the grave. Because I had never gone for my dreams. I didn't ever really go for it. So, yeah, that's what happened. And then we were asked to name a belief that was the opposite of the first one. And so for me, it was, if I really go for my business and my artistry, my children will thrive, right? I won't abandon them. They'll thrive. Wow, try that one on. And then I imagined in my mind's eye the future with that belief, and boom, I saw it. I saw a spiritual center that I had built, and I felt this incredible, beautiful flow of unconditional love, powerful energy flowing into it, and my children absolutely thriving as artists in their own right. And so, as you know now, the Good and Sharp Studios build is underway. I mean, as soon as I saw that and said yes to it, that's the thing, you have to say yes to these dreams. The miracle started happening. And now, this year in 2023, will be the completion of this spiritual center, which is also my home, and where I do my artwork, and where I teach, and where I share my gifts. And you know what? Both of my children are thriving and very excited for what I'm doing. So I invite you to consider, what is stopping you from freedom? And what would be the antidote? And I'd love to support you in really unpacking this. It's a huge question. You know, be it forces from the outside, or in my case, forces from the inside. Okay? All right, much love. I look forward to sharing my third and final poem in this inspirational series next week in our Creativity Monday. In the meantime, Doctor of the Good Alan, Doctor of the Good Alan, Doctor of the Soul, Doctor of the Good Alan, Doctor of the Good and Sharp Studios, Janine Good Alan, signing off. More soon. Bye for now.